What's going on, champs? My name's TMA Prezi, and I just happen to be streaming live on Twitch right now. So we're actually streaming while I'm recording, and then one of my guys came into the chat and said, yo, it's time, it's here. ESBC have finally dropped the gameplay trailer, and that's what we're gonna move on to without wasting any more time. Without further ado, the ESBC gameplay trailer that they uploaded to YouTube, I believe in the last 5 to 10 minutes, and we're gonna crack on and get straight into it.
This video is our July development update and a walkthrough of the gameplay. I know you've all been looking forward to seeing this, and we're really excited to show you where we've got to. So in this video, we're going to take you through a number of in-fight mechanics. We're going to talk about our launch plans, and make sure you stick around till the end because we have a fighter reveal that we think you're going to like. I also want to say thank you to the boxers who agreed to be in this video. So whilst we were pleased with the feedback we'd received from our March gameplay footage, we knew there were still many...
Those gameplays look a bit sharper, you know.
I'd like to show you the progress of that now.
That looks sharp.
Some significant improvements.
Now we got Lawrence Sokoli. Look at the head, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at the HUD.
So throughout the rest of this video, you'll be able to see the actual controllers in each of the corners. We've put this in there just so that you can see the responsiveness of the fighters.
Oh man. Oh man.
Put in a lot of effort because the responsiveness of the controls was incredibly important to our footwork system. And same with the punch control system. So putting all these aspects together, we needed it to flow. So here you'll be able to see exactly how responsive the fighters are, and we're incredibly happy with the results so far. Before we continue to the next phase, we'd just like to say that the referee is going to be replaced with the legendary Kenny Bayliss.
Well, he's made some iffy decisions, but let's go.
Mr. Generic Referee in our future videos. So Ethan, our gameplay programmer, will take you through the fight mechanics. Please note that none of this is final as we continue to develop ESBC.
Okay. We're gonna go back to all of this.
The movement system is split into various states, allowing for full motion control, where pushing the analog stick all the way produces quick steps and halfway has smaller steps. But the transition is very seamless, and this is all part of our footwork system, allowing for angles to be created. However, it's all about the momentum of your fighter. Your fighter will shift their weight from one leg to the other. They won't just instantly float in the opposite direction.
I saw that. We're gonna go back to this.
So we're really excited about this new feature that we've put into the movement system. And it's giving the player the ability to showboat and actually display some of the mannerisms that some of the marquee fighters will have. So if you've seen Roy Jones Jr. fight, I'm sure you're probably thinking now some of the things that you might be able to do with a fighter like Roy Jones Jr. or even Muhammad Ali. So it really opens up...
Man put his hands behind his back and that.
This feature is toggled by pressing up on the D-pad and moving the left stick around in the direction that you want to go. So what this does is it brings out the unique...
Oh no, no, did you just see what Lawrence Sokoli just did?
And the odd feint within the movement.
Oh my days.
Personality. Some boxers will have more feints in their loose movement, some boxers will have more of a showboating style. Here you can see Lawrence Sokoli feinting a punch, but then lands a nicely timed left hook. This is something that is toggled seamlessly, going from loose movement back into your normal stance and vice versa. This is something we're building out for some of our marquee fighters in the game, but overall it adds another level of realism and tactics into the mix within Esports Boxing Club. Dodging punches will also be possible by flicking the left stick in the direction that you want to go. Combining this with time counters will be key, however this isn't a case of just initiating a dodge when you realise a punch is coming. You have to anticipate the punch, learn your opponent's patterns and fight styles.
Hey, man went side and then pulled back. Oh my days. Oh my days.
Also,
Oh, he's hurt! Hey, he's rocked to his boots! He's like Bambi on ice! He's got to gather his senses here and reset himself! Arthur, in trouble!
As you can see here.
Oh.
Another move in the player's defensive action is the ability to weave. This is activated by holding down the left trigger whilst moving the left stick in the direction you want to weave. So here you can see Lyndon Arthur dodging some of Lawrence Accordi's punches. It can also be used as a tactic off the ropes, and you can also block while you weave as well. Here you can see Lawrence Accordi hitting Lyndon Arthur with some counter shots, whilst Lyndon Arthur's throwing a lot of punches using a lot of stamina. It's clear to see here that Lawrence is playing a defensive game, trying to make Lyndon miss as much as possible so that he uses up all his stamina.
Oh! Body shot! Oh, he's rocked again! And he's swinging wild!
In addition to being able to weave, players will also now be able to slip punches by pushing the left stick in the direction they want to perform the slip. This is a very quick...
Instead of watching a movie tonight, should we just watch this about 20 times?
So the block system in the SBC has two options. Fully manual, which is
R2.
3 points on the head, 3 points on the body, left, center, and right, that you can block by holding down the right trigger and moving the right stick. There's a semi-automatic mode as well, which will require you to block either the head or the body. We feel by having both of these options, players who want a deeper simulation can select the manual mode, whilst the players who prefer for a more arcade feel can select the semi-automatic mode instead.
Okay, I kind of understand that.
So we're pleased to confirm that players will be able to throw punches whilst blocking. Whilst these punches aren't as powerful as throwing a punch without blocking, it opens up another aspect of defense for the player. You can throw a jab and a straight whilst holding the block button and flicking the right stick, selecting the desired punch.
That's how you find me when I got man rocked, fam. I'll come in with those kind of
Play a very
punches.
important role in ESPC.
Oh my days.
Each fighter has a total of 42 punches, so you have to be able to put these together. Whether they're from your front foot, the back foot, where it's going from the head to the body, or whether it's stepping away. So combining this together had to feel satisfying. It had to be seamless.
Look how clean. Look how clean the animations are.
Put together at least 2 different punches into a combination.
Look how clean that is. Oh my days, man.
Exist in ESBC. You have to really pick your shots. You can't throw too wildly and you can't leave yourself open, because if you do so, the game will punish you for not taking into account.
Oh my days, fam. Oh my days. Man slipped it, come with the right. Oh my days.
Movesets. Here you can see Lawrence Accordi throwing his jab, his right hook, his left hook, and it looks distinctively different to the other fighters in the game. So this is something we're focused on.
That's how Accordi actually throws his shot. That's the sickest part. Like, that's actually Accordi throwing those punches in the motion cap, I guarantee.
So I'm now going to talk about one of our main philosophies in the studio, which is innovation. One of the things we wanted to recreate in ESBC was the ability for a fighter to be dangerous.
Look, they're jumping on him. He's jumping on him. He's hurt. This is the oh my days. He tried to rush the KO. Bro, your food was not cooked yet. He tried to rush his steak and his steak hit him back.
I want to take you through.
Oh my. Nah, I'm getting all over this again and again and again and again.
So this covers everything from health to stamina, conditioning, agility. We do have a couple of interesting stats that haven't really been done before in combat sports. So we have a discipline stat and we also have a confidence stat. Now whilst this was a very UI driven part of the game, we've decided to start developing an interactive career hub.
Hey, imagine open world ESBC.
And launch plans. We recently had some very exciting news regarding additional investment. This means additional resources to focus on areas we didn't think possible until after early access. Now we did have plans to launch early access this summer. Because of the massive expansion of the game, the roster, the expectations, we have to make sure we do justice to the names, whether it's Muhammad Ali, Canelo Alvarez, or the upcoming reveal. We can't rush something that we know everybody is excited about, including us with our own high expectations. So what this means is the early access window for this summer won't happen. Now I realise some of you will be disappointed by that. We also realise
Not surprised.
10 years since the last licensed boxing game.
I'm even disappointed.
For those of us who love boxing, that's the primary reason this studio was created. What we cannot do, and what we won't do, is rush for short-term success.
I'm totally understandable. Totally understandable.
Right. This is why we're not going to announce a launch window. The next announcement on this topic will be a specific release date. I'm hoping you can see the progress we've made in this gameplay video and the passion for what we're trying to achieve. I'm now going to hand you over to Todd Grisham, who has something he's been waiting to tell you about.
Guys, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Who's the fighter they're going to announce?
Steel City Interactive, as we continue to build the greatest fight video game of all time, Esports Boxing Club. This is the 1024 scanning studio, 180 cameras, the most state-of-the-art equipment you can possibly find. You've seen the footage. You know how good it is. You've seen the fighters.
We're getting Khabib, Mike Tyson, McGregor in the chat. Jesus, there's too many UFC fans in my chat.
The list goes on and on. Canelo Alvarez, you know the names, but there's one that we've somehow managed to keep a secret. How? I do not know, but the secret is no more. I give you, ladies and gentlemen, this man.
And now, here is the former unified world champion and the current popular, undefeated, and reigning WBC ring and lineal heavyweight champion of the world.
Heavyweight?
Introducing the Gypsy King.
Tyson Fury! You're not AJ next. AJ's next. AJ's on his way. AJ's on his way. AJ's on. Yeah. These guys don't disappoint. These guys don't disappoint. These guys do not disappoint. Fam, that's just opened the doors, cuz. That's literally, that tells you Tyson, AJ, Floyd Mayweather, everyone's next. Everyone's next, fam. Oh my days. What have I just seen? What have I... Nah, this is by far the best video they've dropped, cuz. The best video. Right. Let's try go over a few things, fam. I'm telling you, AJ, everything. Everyone's in this. Everyone's in this, fam. Michael, Buffer, the lot is going to get added to this game. Right, let's go back from the start. And let's pay attention to some things with the movement, and then we're gonna go back to the button list because we didn't want to pause it the first time we watched it. We want to just get through everything. But let's go back to the button list and have a look at things now. Because so far, from when I was paying attention, all the shots were all analog for me from when what I was seeing. So far, this movement is beautiful. I love the movement. And guys, you know what he said? Pay attention to what he said when it came to the analog. Small touches with the analog, half steps, right? Analog all the way, full steps, quick steps. And there was a part with Lyndon Arthur when they was on the right side of the screen. He showed you what that does. You see, this is my problem with UFC. Balance, and movement. Watch the shift in balance change from his body. So he's going to go towards his right all the way and then quickly go back on the analog way. You will see the shift in balance of Lyndon Arthur going back. This was my question. Is this game going to be buttons and analog? Here you go, both. For me, I've always been with Fight Night Champion. When they did it like that, I've never actually ever used buttons. When it came even with Fight Night Champion, I would always wanted full control because you've got more angles with the analog that you couldn't do with the buttons. The buttons are very basic, just to give you a lot of heads up. It is as it says, jab, straight, right hook, left hook. With the full punch controls, you're throwing your hooks from different angles depending on where you're touching those analogs. So yeah, we've got here, look, again, so this will be very, you lot already know these buttons. Uppercuts, L2 button press. You've got your jab, which is again I'm guessing these will be the other way around if it's a southpaw fighter. So we've got here weave movement, right? So now we're looking at Xbox controller because I was just holding a PS1. So weave controller, left trigger being L2 and the left analog, which is your movement analog. Then you've got and that's moving while weaving at the same time, I believe. Then you've got block movement, which is going to be right trigger, which is your usual blocking buttons. To clinch is going to push the analog in. So to slip, you push in the left analog. Yeah, I think so. So to slip punches, you'd push in the left analog and move it about. This what it could mean. So to slip is you push in the left analog and then you move the analog about while you've pushed it in. Then you'll get slip animations on the on your feet. On your while in your boxing stance. I could be wrong. This is what I'm taking from it, just from logically looking. Then you've got clinch. I'm guessing you push in both left and right analogs. Here they're going to show you the shift in movement. There, you see it right there. That's what I was talking about. That makes all the difference. So you see in UFC and other games in general, it's like as soon as you go left and right, you will just go left and right. You will just go, look at the difference. Look how when he shifts his weight to one side to the other, it doesn't automatically right. He's gone left on the right on the analog. It's time to go right with him. Bang. Look at the shift in weight. And this is always been a problem, or this has always been me picking a game apart, is how you're able, if you already know, like in real life, you're moving left and right, you don't just start gliding left and right, which is something that has never been implemented in games. You can see here, he takes that look, that slight overstep, and his shoulder even leans to his left. Bang, and then it's time to start moving right, which has never been a thing in fighting games. I just love everything. I love the movement. Look, just there, just the rocking, just the rock. Like that's what you're taught. That's what you're taught. Just keep rocking, even when you're in your stance. Rock side to side, head movement. This is beautiful, man.
This feature is toggled by pressing up on the D-pad and moving the left stick around in the direction that you want to go. So what this does is it brings out the unique movements for the boxer. This is a combination of showboating and moving the left stick around. Possibilities.
Right, from my understanding, I could be wrong, he toggled in and out of it. So if you got someone like it's got their own movement, own style, own unique signature thing, I actually believe it wasn't a timed thing where you press it and then it does it for a few seconds. He toggled in and out of it. That's what, from my understanding, by him using the word toggle, he actually deactivated it again with the D-pad, which is very interesting. So there might be a time and a space to use it. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This left, back, beautiful. That's and watch the control pad while he's doing it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm honestly, I'm taken by this. I'm so taken by this. This is beautiful.
However, if you do it too early, you could get yourself into trouble. So timing is key. Also, dodges.
This is levels, man. And notice on this game, when you're hurt, you're hurt. So if you want a comparison, when you're hurt on UFC, you know, one touch can put you out. But let's forget about the punches. You can back out fast, you know how, and then your head movement. UFC did have to do a patch where head movement slowed down when you're on the rock, but you can still get away with it. Watch the analog, guys. Watch the analog while this guy's hurt. Look, he ain't got the balance. He hasn't got the balance. Watch the analog, and from my take, the analog's pushed all the way to one side. He can't move. He's rocked, look. So this is for me. Once you're rocked in this game, There's no, oh shit, it's time to run. Like, there might be different stages of getting rocked. There might be a soft rock, a medium rock, and a hard rock, right? This guy's gone. He's gone. He's literally shaken to his boots. Look, watch the analog get pushed up. He's barely moving. All you're getting is the rocked animation. Look.
Too early.
He ain't going nowhere. Look at his legs. When your legs are stiffened, I think you're in big trouble here.
So timing is key.
Which is beautiful. Look.
Look different.
All over the place.
Fighter you select. The marquee fighters will have a different style. Activating the loose movement modifier will also change how your dodge will look, as you can see here. Another move will also change how your dodge will look, as you can see here. Another move, marquee fighters will have a different style. Activating the loose movement modifier will also change how your dodge will look, as you can see here. Another move in the player's defensive arsenal is the ability to weave. This is activated by holding down the left trigger.
Here we go, going back to it. So holding it, this is it, we was right. Maybe I didn't hear the first time because I was so excited. Holding down the left trigger.
In a direction you here. Another move in the player's defensive arsenal is the ability to weave. This is activated by holding down the left trigger whilst moving the left stick in a direction you want to weave. So
this is, yeah, this is on the spot.
The left trigger whilst moving the left stick in a direction you want to weave. So here you can see Lyndon Arthur dodging.
Oh man. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. And he's getting hit as well. He's taking a few on the chin.
Holding down the left trigger whilst moving the left.
Watch him eat a left hook.
In a direction you want to weave. So here
Bang.
you can see Lyndon Arthur dodging some of Lawrence.
Let's pay attention to the stamina now. Let's have a look at the stamina while he's using that head movement.
Left stick in a direction you want to weave. So here you can see Lyndon Arthur dodging some of Lawrence Accordi's punches. It can also be used as a tactic off the ropes, and you can also block while you weave as well. Here you can see Lawrence Accordi hitting Lyndon Arthur with some counter shots, whilst Lyndon Arthur's throwing a lot of punches using a lot of stamina.
I love this. I love this. I don't think it does. Let's have a look again. I don't think it does, and I don't think it should. You know why? Especially when you're standing on the spot. One, you don't burn that much stamina, right? And two, that's where the balance goes with pressure fighting on other games. Whereas someone can keep spamming punches on, example, UFC 4, make you burn out all your stamina with your head movement, right? And then carry on stringing punches together when you bring your head up, and it's kind of GG's for them. GG's for you.
It can also be Linda whilst moving the left stick in a direction.
It chops away ever so slightly, but from what I'm gathering, not his short term at all. Look,
in a direction you want to weave.
his stamina's still there.
Lyndon Arthur dodging some of Lawrence Accordi's punches. It can also be used as a tactic off the ropes, and you can also block.
Just Slick, appreciate the follow, my guy.
Here you can
Guys, appreciate all the follows. Sorry I haven't, kept up to date with the alerts. We're just still recording
using a lot of stamina.
while we're watching this back and trying to analyze a few
You
things.
see here that Lawrence is playing a defensive game, trying to make Lyndon miss as much.
The game ain't out yet. The game ain't out yet. This is literally just gameplay footage they just dropped not too long ago. Go on, Ronald. How you getting on, bro? Guys that are asking when the game is out, it's not out yet. They literally said they're not going to give an announcement date for early release, early access, and things like that because they're trying to perfect things as best as possible. Which again, man, I did expect that. I'm not gonna lie. Am I disappointed? No, because when you start seeing videos and footage, when they start giving you videos and footage like this, it shows you how much care and precision and detail they're actually trying to put into the game. Like when you see like this, honestly, did I expect it was gonna be this good or this in depth? No, I didn't. I honestly did. Like I didn't. Yeah, I know they said they did say we are gonna do a walkthrough gameplay gameplay upload kind of thing. I expected 5 minutes of just a little list of buttons to show you how the game works, and then maybe one or two things about how, you know, throwing the punches, blocking the punches. They actually gone into so much depth here. You can learn, you know, you can actually learn a ton load from just watching this, and you see how much they're putting into this game and in depth. And again, I've said it about 50 times in 60 seconds. Detail they've put in. My guys are asking me in the chat, how do I feel about the gameplay so far? Going off this alpha footage, I'm impressed. I can't lie to you, I'm 100% impressed so far. Do I expect things to be perfect? Absolutely not, and that's why an early access is there for. And when you go back again onto their Steam page, it actually says the early access is going to be for a minimum of 3 months before the game even gets announced or even released, at the full release. So again, that goes to show you these guys are going to put in serious amount of works. They're looking to pick out as many bugs or balance the game out as best as they can. With other companies, we've gone over this again before, their early access dates or their early release or betas are only 7 days, usually 7 to 10 days, or if not, a 24-hour countdown of gameplay while you play. So you've got, like, example FIFA, that was like a 24-hour thing, which doesn't make sense. You can't find every bug within 24 hours of gameplay. So 3 months, more than enough time, hopefully, to get a smooth, competitive and enjoyable boxing game.
Just possible, so that he uses up all his stamina.
And one of my guys again telling me, look, EA had a 4-day beta when it came to UFC. That's not enough to pick out a game, the bugs in a game, and to smoothen things out and to balance out styles of fighting and things like that, to get the right balance where everyone's style of game, style of play in the game has got pros and cons, where it's not just aimed at one style.
This is because the stamina has a big impact in terms of punch resistance and the power of your own punch.
Bang, lights out. So you notice what he did there? Do you notice what they showed you there, right? Here they're literally just showing you. If you're thinking, well, why did he whiff? They're showing you when you whiff your punches. They're showing you. They're literally just showing you. We're gonna whiff the punches. Watch what can happen if your stamina is drained, and then boom. Rocked.
It's clear to see here that
So right now, he's on 3/4 of long term, and half of that 3/4 on short term.
Lawrence is playing a defensive game, trying to make Lyndon miss as much as possible.
Right, short term empty.
So that he uses up all
Bang, that hurts the body.
his stamina. This is because the stamina has a big impact in terms of punch resistance and the power of your own punch.
Gassed, gone. Gone, lights out.
Resistance and the power of your own punch.
Just look at this. Look at the movement. Look at the angles. Look at everything. He's loading up. Look where his body is facing. Look where his head's facing. Like, this is him twisting and turning and loading up that right uppercut. Just look at the beauty, man. Whack. Interesting.
So the block system in the SBC has 2 options. Fully manual, which is 3 points on the head, 3 points on the body, left, center, and right, that you can block by...
In my opinion, we needed this. Like, we needed this. A game where you just block head and block body is 2021. Like, even older fight nights, I don't know if you lot remember, even older fight nights had where you're blocking. Do you understand? This is gonna make a huge difference with skill gap. Because when it's a time to just block high and block low, I think it makes things way too easy. Way too easy in a competitive game. In a competitive game, it's about learning your opponent's patterns. It's about learning his patterns at the end of the day. So if someone's always going to come with a jab, jab, right hook, I'll know to be holding. If I'm in a conventional stance and I got conventional blocking, I'm going to know. Here, we're going to be here either. I don't know whether they're going to add parries in the games or not, but it'll be a case of either, you know, just hold your block up for the jab, jabs, and then maybe turn or bring that right hand, the left hand up. So just turn that or bring the left hand up for the right hook. Do you understand? And then if it's a parry thing, it'll be a parry and then left hook kind of thing. Do you understand? So I think this blocking here, the point blocking they're adding, which is something we've had in an old fight night, why it got taken out in the recent, don't know, is something we need. This is going to make all the difference as well.
Trigger and moving the right stick. There's a semi-automatic mode as well, which will require you to block either the head or the body. We feel by having both of these options, players who want a deeper simulation can select the manual mode, whilst the players who prefer...
Right, so they did say that they've got the low and high as well. Now, for something that I personally would like to be addressed, I understand where they're going with this, right? I do understand where they're going with this. Like he clearly announces for an arcades up and down, for deeper simulation is 3 points. I believe on ranked, everyone's on ranked mode, on an online ranked mode, everyone's got to be on an even playing field. I feel like everyone's got to be on an even playing field there. Maybe have it on a 3 point for online ranked, especially if you're talking esports. If you're talking on a level of esports, make it harder. Make it harder. But that's just me. And I'm someone that likes to challenge. I'm not even confident in myself to be like, oh yeah, this is, you know, I mastered it. No. If you want it, like someone that enjoys a challenge, that wants to play on a hardcore level, at a high level, I think you do a 3 point for online ranked.
For a more arcade feel. So because flash knockdowns and one-punch knockouts exist in
Oh my.
So because flash knockdowns and one-punch knockouts...
Notice he caught him in the open, right? That was a straight right for a left hook. Vulnerability high. Jab missed. Look at this. Slips to the side. Left hook. Wow, he was throwing a right hand. That bread just threw a 1-2.
So because flash knock...
Look. 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 Oh no. Oh no.
Knockouts exist in ESBC. You have to really pick your shot.
Look at the animation. Clean.
Because if you do so, the game will punish you.
He's hurt here. He's hurt.
You can't leave yourself open, because if you do so, the game will punish you for not taking into account.
Bro, was that a parry? Or was that just his animation? Interesting. Watch this. What are we reckoning? Is that a parry or is that just an animation? That's interesting. I'm interested.
Because if you do so, the game will punish you for not taking into account your opponent.
Bro, that could have been a parry, you know.
In the studio, which is innovation. One of the things we wanted to recreate in ESBC was...
This is clean as hell. This is clean as hell. Look, from the lighting to the judges to the cornerman, everyone by the ring, just look. This looks like full effect here. Like, look, the glare, everything, the attention to detail. Just the arena.
Was the ability for a fighter to be dangerous even whilst they're...
Oh my. Oh my. Slips on the inside. Can you even do this? Oh, wait. He's got, yeah, that's his adrenaline mode, right? Look. Left hook counter activates it. Rocks Sokoli to his boots. His health pops up on top of his stamina. He's flashing red. He's rocked all over the place. Bambi on ice. Now watch this. BPM high, sky high for Lyndon Arthur. Tries to go with the left hook, but look at this. Lawrence Okoli slips to his left on the inside of Lyndon Arthur's left hook, and counter hook is all she wrote. Lyndon Arthur is hurt.
As we all know, in boxing,
Stunned. What a turnaround in events. Lawrence Okoli, can he finish the fight? Oh my. Oh my, that was beautiful.
so whilst we're talking
That was beautiful. I'm sorry.
was
Slipping on the inside. Can you even slip on the inside of UFC 4? A hook. A hook. Can you even slip on the inside of a hook on UFC 4? I don't believe you can. I don't believe you can. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Have you ever slipped a hook on the inside? I still think you get caught with those hooks.
which is innovation.
If you slip on the inside on UFC 4, you still get caught with a hook.
We wanted to recreate Iniesta.
Look at this.
Was the ability for
Bang.
fight to be dangerous.
Nah, when you slip on the inside, the hook will still catch you. Just doesn't do maximum damage.
Whilst they're hurt.
Look at that, man. Yeah, you can't, bro. So you could, but punches don't even go around the back of the head. You punches on UFC 4 don't even go around. You can't miss like that. On UFC 4, these misses ain't there. With a hook, they don't go around the back of your head when you slip on the inside like that. That doesn't happen. This never happens. Like, it never. Like, big never.
You might want to rush in. And
Oh my.
but as
Oh
we know, in
my.
boxing, one punch can change everything. So whilst we're talking about innovation,
I mean, I'm a 4-hour drive from Sheffield. Do you reckon they'll let me in?
that we've
And we'll end up they'll get a restraining order on me.
covers everything from health to stamina, conditioning, agility. We do.
I mean, with the roads like this, I can make it there in 2.5 maybe, and then get my sleeping bag ready.
discipline stat, and we also
Again, just a recap on everything we've seen there in those 11 minutes and 47 seconds. I was taken away. I'm not gonna lie. They gave me more than I thought they would. I hope other people feel the same. Again, it goes to show you with how much detail, depth, care, and precision they're putting into the game and trying to make it as best of a game and realistic of a boxing game, and most importantly enjoyable for everyone to play. It shows how much effort they're putting into it, and man, I appreciate it. I hope everyone else does understand that, you know, things like this, projects like this, does take a lot of time and effort and care as well. So with the whole things getting pushed back or pulled back, it's expected. I mean, yeah, some people might be disappointed. Oh, you said this, you said that. But when things at a high level, or when things do take a lot of effort, they again, like they said it, man. I'm only repeating it. They can't be rushed. You can't rush things. I'm one to always say, especially with the streaming and content creating things, I'm the first person to always say, like, yeah, I've got goals. I've got my personal goals. I've got goals that people know about, the community or viewers and things like that. However, do I have a date on where I want to be, how I want, where I want to be, at what stage I want to be at? No, because you can't rush things. At the end of the day, things take time and they take determination. So as long as you're determined, as long as you're motivated, you can make anything possible. You can make anything happen. But there's always going to be setbacks, because that's what life comes with. Obstacles and setbacks is how you deal with them moving forward. So just because you ain't got somewhere at a certain point with something you're doing doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Doesn't mean that it can't be done, because it can be done. You just got to keep going and moving forward, and eventually we'll get there. So that goes with anything, whether it's someone creating a game, whether it's a product, whether it's you with your goals in life or somewhere you're trying to get to. Don't let time be a killer on it, because it can, everyone's timing is different with anything that is, with that being said. that was my live reaction and live breakdown on the things I did pick up from watching that video the first time round. So bear with me. In the next 2-3 days, I would have watched the video a lot more times, and hopefully I can do a full breakdown video of lots of things that weren't mentioned and maybe you guys or everyone or anyone missed from watching it. So I'm going to be try and pick as much things as possible from those videos and start breaking them down, analyzing and giving my thoughts on them. Hopefully you can share your thoughts with me in the comment section below, but feel free to do that in this video. Guys, not to forget, on the 1st of next month, I'm actually going to be doing 1st of August. I'm actually going to be doing an ESBC 2 game giveaways live on my Twitch stream. So if you want to get involved and want to know how get a chance to get involved to win one of those copies, just watch that little video that pops up at the end of this video, which is going to be ESBC giveaways, little recommended tab there. Take care and good night, chat.